Disclaimer: this video is just a work of fiction. It has nothing to do with Idol's real life, so don't take it seriously. This video has voiceover, so if you want, you can mute it. Ryan, after 3 years also, he didn't change, she said while going through his pics on social media platform. He have grown into a handsome young man. In all these years, my love never got lesson for you, she said while kissing his pics. I wish I would have confessed that time only. And we would be together by this time, she sighed and closed her eyes, remembering their childhood memories, and with this, she slipped into her dreamland. She woke up when she heard her mother was talking on phone while coming into her room. She kept a pillow on her ears so she could not hear her mom's voice. Why, mom? Oh, Mrs. John, I'm glad that she woke up annoyingly. Why, mom, can't you go out and talk outside my room? Why you have to come in my room only? She said annoyingly. Her mother her head. Why, mom, shut up. Why you have to speak so loudly? And how it is? Get up now, or how much will you sleep? More. Why, mom? A frown appeared on her face. Why, mom? What, mom? Now get up and come downstairs. And Mrs. John called me to tell that Jungkook is coming today after a long time. Her breath. Why, mom? Am I listening right? Mom, really Jungkook is coming? Why, mom? Yes, darling, and we have to go at party at their house. With this saying this, her mother went out. Wine locks the door, and she stood there for a moment and started dancing in her pajamas only. Wine, Omo, is he really coming after 3 years? I'm so excited to meet him, and this time I won't let him go away from me. At night, Wine was getting ready for the party. She wore a black long elegant dress with one shoulder and paired it with silver heels and bag. She did a bit of makeup to glow up her look. Wine, perfect, she said while looking at herself in mirror. Who gave you the right to look so beautiful? She said with flirting with herself in the mirror. Wine, mom, wine, come down. Wine, coming, mom. She took her bag, kept on the bed, and left. On the way, her heart was thumping in her ribcage. She kept her hand on her heart to soothe herself a bit. I should calm down. Nothing is going to happen. I should not feel nervous. She said some calming words to herself. She walked inside the glamorous hall with her parents. She got introduced to many people. By her father, but her eyes were only finding that one particular person. She spotted him when he walked down the stairs in his luxurious black suit. Which was specially designed for him. He met everyone with a smile on his face while she was standing in the crowd, admiring him from afar. She was standing just when she came out of her thoughts, when she felt herself twirling in the air, and she found herself in his arms. I miss you so much, he whispered near her ear. Wine was still in shock, but she came out from her thoughts after hearing his voice. He faced her with beautiful smile. Why aren't you hugging me back, Bun? Are you happy to see me here? This time she hugged him tightly. Wine, I miss you so much. This time I'm not letting you go. Wine, this time I will confess my feelings to him, no matter what she thought, while looking at him who was standing beside her. In past, Wine and Jungkook both were best friends and she fell in love with him, but she was scared to tell him her feelings that it may affect their friendship. But the day she was going to confess, she realized it was too late. He was going to abroad for his studies and she was unable to stop him to go away from her. With the last hug that day, she let him go. But not this time. She didn't become a hurdle in his path of success and become a silent support system for him. And right now she was still standing beside him. Her feelings never for him in these years. They have just increased more. Present. Wine came out of her thoughts when she heard Mr. John's announcement. Wine was clinging to Jungkook's forearm. Mr. John was speaking in the mic. Mr. John, my son Jungkook has came back to us after a long time, and I have decided to get my son married to the daughter of Mr. Han. Wine's smile faded. She looked at Jungkook, who was standing beside her with a blank face. Mr. John called him on the stage and announced his engagement. She was letting him go, but she was standing there being all disappointed. With tears, her mother noticed her. Why, Mom? What happened? Why, nothing, Mom. Maybe we are not meant to be together. He's not in my destiny. She exited from the hall with tears. Jungkook saw her going out. I won't let you go this time, he thought in his mind. Jungkook was looking for wine. He called her multiple times, but her phone was off. Aish, wine, where he went. It was raining heavily outside. Jungkook tried to track her location and he was successful in doing so. He came out of the car and saw her sitting, drenched in the rain. He walked towards her. Jungkook, why? She looked at him. Why? What are you doing here? She said while ignoring him. Jungkook, come, let's go. You are already wet in the rain, he said while holding her wrist. But she away from him. Why are you came here? Just to take me home? White, I don't want to go. Jungkook, Wine, don't be stubborn and come with me. Wine, I can't take it anymore. 3 years back also. Now again I can't bear it. I love you, John, she said with tears. Please don't marry someone else. Jungkook looked at Wine. Give me a chance, I will make you fall for me. Jungkook, who have said I'm not in love with you? She was thinking, did she heard right, huh? I was in love with you, Miss Wine, since last 5 years. From the moment you became my best friend. And about marriage, someone else I can't even think to afford to lose you now. But what if father will say, why if world would be us, I would still choose you. He said, keeping her hand on her nape.